In this video, we'll look at knowledge base site security capabilities in Document 360. The knowledge base site is where your end users access your knowledge base once you publish content. The knowledge base site can be accessed by your users with direct links or via search engines on the web browser, or you can set it up so that only authorized users have access to the content. When you publish a knowledge base article, you can allow access to be public, private, or mixed. A public knowledge base would be accessible by anyone. FAQ pages, product documentation, troubleshooting guides, and user manuals are some use cases for a public knowledge base. Private knowledge bases require login credentials. These can include internal knowledge bases which restrict access to only employees within an organization or its customers. An internal knowledge base can consist of employee handbooks, standard operating procedures, and internal policies. Private knowledge bases can also be shared with customers with information on enterprise software, healthcare, insurance, and financial services. Mixed is a combination of both, where you allow public access to a certain area of your knowledge base but want to keep the rest restricted. If your knowledge base is set to private or mixed, you'll need to configure reader accounts. A reader is an end user who must first log in with their credentials to view the knowledge base content. If your knowledge base is public, then you will not have to configure any readers or reader groups, since anyone with your knowledge base URL can view the content. However, if your knowledge base is private, you'll need to grant access to those reader accounts by adding them here. You'll need to set up the reader account by providing the name, email, and what part of the knowledge base content you want to provide access to. None, the complete knowledge base, specific versions or languages, only a certain category, or just specific articles. Multiple reader accounts can be created at once by uploading a CSV file as well. You can also create reader groups with assignable sets of permissions at a group level. For example, let's say we want our French translators to have access only to the French version of our knowledge base. We can create a French language translators reader group and add the applicable reader accounts. In the Content Access section, select Version Language and select the French version. Now these reader accounts will only be able to view the French version of the knowledge base. Reader self-registration allows a user to register themselves for a reader account instead of having to be invited by a project team member. This is suitable in situations where you have a very large number of users and inviting everyone can be difficult. When you enable self-registration, just share your knowledge base site URL to users who want to perform self-registration. Self-registered readers are automatically added to the readers list. You can also define which reader group the new readers will be categorized. You also have the option to restrict these self-registered accounts to only specific domains or block certain domains from having access. So say you only want users from your organization to have access, you can specify your domain here. Set the permission to allow. Now, when a user with a URL within your organization accesses the knowledge base site for the first time, they'll be presented with a login screen. Now they can click on Self-Sign Up and register their account. IP restriction provides an additional level of security for your knowledge base site by only allowing or preventing access from a certain IP address or a range of IP addresses. You can use this feature if, for example, you only want users from your organization to access your content, or if you want to limit access only to users within your country. In summary, with Document 360, you have all the flexibility to make your knowledge base site as secure as you want. With its robust security architecture, you can easily manage a large user base and have complete and granular control on how your knowledge base content is accessed.